the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark, unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No mic, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune and turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just a vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. In shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go.
Professor Penrose and his associates have been responsible over the years for studies which touch all aspects of human genetics, include genetic analyses of most of the known hereditary diseases, contributions to mathematical genetics, biochemical genetics, the study of gene linkage in man, and theoretical work on the mutagenic effect of ionizing radiations. Most recently their attention has been turned to abnormalities of human chromosomes associated with congenital defects, particularly Mongolism Down syndrome. Penrose received a number of awards and honors including the 1960 Albert Lasker Award for Basic Medical Research. 3. The Lasker Citation read, Lionel Penrose 1898–1972 was a multifaceted English scientist, a psychiatrist who studied schizophrenia and designed intelligence tests, a medical geneticist who pioneered research on phenylketonuria and Down syndrome, significantly contributing to the field of intellectual disability and modern human genetics while opposing eugenics, a mathematician who devised a seat apportionment method, and a chess theorist. He was a Fellow of the Royal Society and father to notable figures including chess champion Jonathan Penrose and physicist Roger Penrose. Lionel Sharples Penrose was born in London on June 11, 1898, into a Quaker family with a strong intellectual and artistic background. His father, James Doyle Penrose, was a respected portrait painter, and his mother, Elizabeth Josephine Peckover, hailed from a prominent Quaker banking family. Lionel was the second of 4 brothers, and their upbringing adhered strictly to Quaker principles, emphasizing pacifism and a dislike for ostentation. Sundays were reserved for studying natural history and astronomy, with games and fiction being discouraged. This early environment likely instilled in him his lifelong aversion to pretense and his commitment to peace. He received his initial education at the Downs School in Kilwall from 1908 to 1911, followed by Leighton Park School in Reading, a Quaker institution, from 1912 to 1916. Upon leaving school during World War I in 1916, Penrose, as a conscientious objector, served with the Friends Ambulance Unit of the British Red Cross in France until the war's end in 1918. This experience further solidified his pacifist beliefs. After his wartime service, Penrose pursued higher education at St. John's College, Cambridge, where he excelled in moral sciences, earning a first-class degree in 1921. His academic pursuits then led him to Vienna for a year of postgraduate study in the psychological department of the University of Vienna. This period broadened his understanding of the human mind and likely influenced his later interest in psychiatry. Deciding that a medical qualification would enhance his research, he returned to England and undertook clinical studies at St. Thomas's Hospital in London, qualifying with the Conjoint diploma in 1928. He continued his medical training, obtaining his MD in 1930 after conducting research on schizophrenia at the City Mental Hospital in Cardiff. This diverse educational background, spanning philosophy, psychology, and medicine, laid a strong foundation for his interdisciplinary career. Lionel Penrose's extensive and impactful career encompassed several key areas of research and intellectual contribution. His early work, exemplified by his 1930 thesis, A Clinical Study of Mental Defect, marked the beginning of his deep engagement with the understanding of intellectual disability. This research, conducted during his time in Cardiff, laid the groundwork for his later, more comprehensive investigations into the causes and characteristics of various forms of cognitive impairment. In the early 1930s, Penrose was also among the first to investigate phenylketonuria (PKU), a metabolic disorder that can lead to intellectual disability if untreated. His early identification and study of this condition were crucial in paving the way for diagnostic tests and dietary interventions that have significantly improved the lives of individuals with PKU. A landmark achievement in Penrose's career was the Colchester Survey, the findings of which were published in various papers culminating around 1938. This was a pioneering epidemiological study that meticulously examined the prevalence and underlying causes of mental deficiency within a defined geographical area. By systematically collecting and analyzing data, Penrose provided invaluable insights into the distribution and etiology of intellectual disabilities, moving beyond anecdotal observations towards a more scientific understanding. The culmination of much of his early research in this area was his seminal book, The Biology of Mental Defect, published in 1949. This comprehensive work synthesized his extensive findings and provided a detailed overview of the biological factors contributing to intellectual disability. It became a foundational text for researchers and clinicians in the field, shaping the understanding and approach to mental defect for decades. Penrose Triangle 1958. This is a visually impossible object depicting a solid triangle seemingly made of three beams connected at right angles. It appears coherent locally at each vertex, yet the overall structure cannot exist in 3D space. Lionel and Roger Penrose popularized it in their 1958 paper on visual illusions. It's a classic example of how our perception can be tricked by 2D representations of impossible 3D forms. Penrose Stairs 1958, another impossible object from the 1958 Penrose paper, depicting a staircase that endlessly ascends or descends in a loop. Each step appears locally consistent, but the overall structure defies Euclidean geometry. It creates the illusion of continuous movement without a change in height. M.C. Escher famously depicted this concept in his artwork Ascending and Descending. Throughout his career, Penrose dedicated significant attention to Down syndrome, a condition then often referred to as Mongolism. Starting in the 1930s and continuing for many years, his meticulous research on the clinical features, epidemiology, and ultimately the cytogenetics of Down syndrome was instrumental in dispelling prevailing misconceptions and establishing a more accurate understanding of the condition. He strongly advocated for the name Down's anomaly, later Down syndrome, to move away from the outdated and offensive terminology. His work laid the groundwork for the later discovery of the trisomy 21 chromosomal abnormality. In the mid-20th century, Penrose also explored the potential of fingerprint and dermatoglyphic analysis as tools for understanding genetic conditions. He investigated patterns in fingerprints, palm prints, and sole prints to identify potential correlations with various genetic disorders, contributing to the field of medical genetics by exploring novel diagnostic indicators. Beyond his biological and medical research, Penrose ventured into mathematical and social scientific domains. He developed the Penrose method for seat apportionment in the mid-20th century. This mathematical formula aimed to provide a fairer system for allocating seats in international assemblies or representative bodies based on the square root of each entity's population. His rationale was that voting power should increase with population size but at a diminishing rate. Around the same time, he also formulated Penrose's law, which posited an inverse relationship between the population sizes of prisons and psychiatric hospitals. This observation suggested a potential societal trade-off between incarceration and institutionalization for individuals with mental health issues or those deemed socially deviant. While this law provided an interesting perspective on societal responses to these populations, it is now recognized as an oversimplification of complex social and political factors. Penrose, Banzhaf Index mid to late 1960s, this index, developed by Lionel Penrose and John Banzhaf III, measures the voting power of individuals in a weighted voting system. It calculates the probability of a voter being critical in forming a winning coalition. This provides a more nuanced understanding of influence than just the number of votes held. It helps identify potential power imbalances within voting bodies. Finally, it is important to note Lionel Penrose's lifelong engagement with chess theory and the composition of chess problems. While he did not publish a single major work in this area, his contributions were significant within the chess community. He was a highly skilled player and a creative composer of intricate chess problems, a passion that extended to his family, including his son Jonathan, a renowned chess grandmaster. This intellectual pursuit highlights the breadth of Penrose's interests and his capacity for rigorous logical thinking across diverse fields. Lionel Penrose died on December 12, 1972, in Colchester, England, at the age of 74. His passing marked the end of a distinguished career that significantly advanced the fields of psychiatry, medical genetics, and mathematics. He left behind a lasting legacy through his pioneering research on intellectual disability, particularly Down syndrome and phenylketonuria, and his contributions to human genetics. Penrose's work profoundly influenced the understanding and treatment of genetic disorders and shaped the ethical considerations within the field. Awards: Fellow of the Royal Society FRS, elected in 1953. This is one of the highest honors a scientist can receive in the United Kingdom. Fellow of the Royal College of Physicians FRCP, elected in 1962, recognizing his significant contributions to medicine. Joseph P. Kennedy Jr. Foundation International Award, received in 1963 for his extensive research and contributions to the understanding of the causes of intellectual disability, particularly Down syndrome. James Spence Gold Medal of the Royal College of Pediatrics and Child Health, awarded in 1964 for his major contributions to human genetics and extensive research into Down syndrome and intellectual disability. Honorary Doctor of Science DSc, awarded by McGill University 1958, Newcastle University 1968, and the University of Edinburgh 1970. Honorary Doctor of Medicine MD, awarded by the University of Gothenburg 1966. Weldon Medal, awarded by the University of Oxford in 1950 in recognition of his contributions to biometrics. First annual award by the Leon Barnard Foundation, honored during the 18th World Health Assembly in Geneva in 1965 for his research in the field of mental subnormality. Fellow of the Royal College of Psychiatrists, elected in 1971. Reference and citation: Harris, H. January 1997. Lionel Sharples Penrose, 1898 to 1972. Biographical Memoirs of Fellows of the Royal Society. 19, 521 to 561. doi 10.1098 rsbm.1973.0019. Jaster 769572. PMID 11615728. Lionel Sharples Penrose 1898 to 1972, Ma MD DSC FRC PFRS. Journal of Medical Genetics PDF. jmg.bmj.com retrieved March 22, 2025. Lasker Award to L.S. Penrose. Archived from the original on February 16, 2016. Retrieved January 19, 2009. Penrose, L.S. Penrose, R. February 1958. Impossible Objects, a Special Type of Visual Illusion. British Journal of Psychology. 49 1, 31-33. doi 10.1111j.2044-8295.1958.tb00634.x. PMID 13536303. Hartvig, P. L. Kagelsberg, E. 2009. Penrose's Law Revisited, The Relationship Between Mental Institution Beds, Prison Population, and Crime Rate. Nordic Journal of Psychiatry. 63 1, 51-56. doi 10.10808039480802298697. HDL 1085227918. PMID 18985517. S2 SID 23873740. Penrose, L.S. March 1939. Mental Disease and Crime, Outline of a Comparative Study of European Statistics, British Journal of Medical Psychology. 18 1, 1-15. doi 10.1111j.2044-8341.1939.tb00704.x. Bewley, Thomas January 2, 2018. Lionel Penrose, Fellow of the Royal Society. Psychiatric Bulletin. 2412, 469. doi 10.1192 pb.24.12.469. Lionel Sharples Penrose Moncrieff. Monk's Roll, Lives of the Fellows. 6 Royal College of Physicians, Royal College of Physicians, 375. August 21, 2013. Archived from the original on December 28, 2017. Retrieved January 20, 2018. Harris, H. March 1, 1974. Lionel Sharples Penrose 1898-1972. Journal of Medical Genetics. 11 1, 1-24. doi 10.1136 jmg.11.1.1. PMC 101, 3083. PMID 460-0008. Lionel Sharples Penrose. Royal College of Physicians. Prince, Herschel 2012, Offenders, Deviants or Patients 3rd ed. Routledge, p. 50, ISBN 9781135447311, Lionel Sharples Penrose Moncrieff. Monk's Roll, Lives of the Fellows. 6 Royal College of Physicians, Royal College of Physicians, 375. August 21, 2013. Archived from the original on December 28, 2017. Retrieved December 17, 2017. Cook, A.M. 2004. Penrose, Lionel Sharples. Oxford Dictionary of National Biography Online ed. Oxford University Press. doi 10.1093 ref odn 31537. Subscription or UK Public Library membership required. Laxova, R. December 1998. Lionel Sharples Penrose, 1898–1972, a personal memoir in celebration of the centenary of his birth. Genetics. 154, 1333–1340. doi 10.1093 Genetics 150.4.1333. PMC 1460427. PMID 9832513.
Racks on the floor where they drop like bombs. Faceless voices running all the cons. Digital whispers in a binary night. No light, no face, pure sound, no sight. Stories unfold in the dark, unscrolled. Echoes of silence, secrets untold. Waves crash loud in this audio cave. No light, no fame, just the sound we crave. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Hidden in shadows, voices untamed. No need for spotlight, no claim to fame. Just a beat of life in a stream of thought. Every word a punchline, no need to be taught. Just listen close, no visuals needed. Raw conversation, unprocessed, unseated. Feel the pulse in every sentence said. No distractions, just thoughts in your head. Whispers of the streets, rumbling through. Faceless yet vivid, a world in view. No mic, just souls, connecting in flow. Pure and raw, let the rhythm go. Pure and raw. Pure and raw. Silence break, raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Tune in, turn up, let the silence break. Raw, unfiltered, hear the earthquake. No mic needed, just the vibe that's real. Faceless words you can touch and feel. Pure and raw. Okay.